It is Friday, May 6th, and we are on our way out of Daleville. Not a moment too soon either. The Virginia Tech graduation is happening this weekend, so being as close as we are to Blacksburg, the hotels were sold out. So this weekend, I think prices like doubled and tripled for a room. Anyway. We are on our way to Waynesboro, I guess is the best way to say it. Should be there in about a week. I think we're gonna get to Harper's Ferry around about the 20th in like 2 weeks. But we are making good progress. I said in the last video that I wasn't sure what was gonna happen with the rest of the crew because they were hiking out. Well, it turns out they didn't. So Popeye and Captain Frost were at a movie. They came and hung out with Yogi and I at the Mexican restaurant, and Kick was there, as well as this guy Clay that they had met that lives in Daleville. Anyway, we had a good time at the restaurant. They decided to stay the night, crashed in the hotel room that I had, and we are gonna stick together. Black Paws did hike out like 10 or 11 miles yesterday. He's on such a short budget that he just wants to get out of town as soon as possible. So whether or not he holds up for us is going to be up to him. We all kind of decided that we don't want to chase him, and he's got to hike his own hike and do his own miles. So we may or may not see him. We might be hanging out with Kick for a while, depending on how his pace matches with ours. And then hopefully later in the hike we see Yogi again, but he's stopping in Roanoke to spend the weekend with his girlfriend. So this is why you hear all the car noises. We're right by Interstate 81. Not to break the magic. I think we're gonna cross a different road right now. Yep. All right, see you guys up the trail. Oh, welcome back to trail. It is day 3 out of Daleville to Waynesboro, and last I probably filmed, I don't remember. I'm kind of mad that his name is Foot and it's called the Footbridge and it's foot traffic only. Anyway, the last 2 days have been absolutely brutal. We got stuck in a pretty nasty thunderstorm with hail. All my stuff got wet. So did Captain Frost, I think, and Kick's been with us. He seemed to fare the best. Popeye definitely got the worst of it. The hail that we got collapsed his tent somehow, and he ended up having to take the rain fly off to fix it, and the wind caught the rain fly and blew it away, so he had an open tent for a while, just getting rained on. Didn't see him at the shelter last night. Last time any of us saw him was about halfway through the day yesterday, so hopefully he just stopped at a shelter earlier. hope he didn't get into trouble, because like I was worried a little bit last night with how cold it was. Got down into the 30s and all of my stuff was wet. So I can only imagine what he went through last night. But we're gonna stay at a hostel tonight, get everything dried out. The next 4 or 5 days look pretty great. So we're gonna crush him, get out to Waynesboro. I think there's gonna be another spot of rain, but it's so far away, who knows. And then we'll be in the Shenandoahs, and then Harper's Ferry shortly after that. Looking at doing the 300 miles between Daleville and Harper's Ferry in 15 days. So we'll be in Harper's Ferry theoretically on May 20th. It is the 8th right now. So looking forward to it. See you guys tomorrow as we head out from Glasgow. What a difference a day can make. We are back on the trail, heading out of Glasgow and Stanimals 328 Hostel. You can see the sign for it right there. It is a great day, chilly but sunny, and I don't mind that at all. So we're going to be climbing up today, going to go 20 miles to Brown Creek Shelter, and then tomorrow we're going to go to the Priest Shelter and confess our trail sins, and then check out what everyone else's trail sins are too. And then we will be 2 days away from Waynesboro. We're going to stop at Devil's Backbone Brewery before our final push into the last part of Virginia before the Shenandoahs. So great to have you guys along. Great to have been able to dry out. It's amazing how much lighter my pack is now that things aren't soaked. And we are right back at it. So see you guys up the trail. This has been an absolutely perfect day for a hike. James River down there, and Virginia rolling out in front of us. What a difference a day can bring. And it's super sunny like it was last week when we were doing the Virginia Triple Crown, but the temperature is so comfortable and there's a great breeze. Very different hiking conditions. This is like perfectly ideal. You don't get this very often, so you got to just soak it in when you can. Got a nice 20 miler today, so we'll be on trail for most of the day, taking advantage of this perfect hiking weather. I'll say it again, perfect hiking weather. Anyway, the rain definitely has all the trees exploding with their leaves. Up here on the ridge line is definitely the thinnest I've seen it. Down below it's completely, you know, full canopy, but up here you can see the leaves are still small and gonna get bigger. I'm sure with the sunshine we get the next couple days, we get plenty of water, and it'll be covering up the sun for us in no time at all. Man, today has been incredible. I've just been vibing all day long. Once I got up to the top of, I think it was Big Mound, man, I had lunch up there. You could see forever in every direction. It was unbelievable. And then just like everything today has been perfect. And man, wish y'all could be out here right now. These are the days that make weekends like we just went through more than worth it. Been walking on cloud 9 the entire day. How could you not? Look at it out here. It is day 2 on our way to Waynesboro from Glasgow. I guess day 5 I don't know anymore. Forgot how far out of Daleville? Yeah, Daleville we are. Heading to the pre-shelter today, 22.5 miles from where we slept last night, and hopefully it's another spectacular day. Yesterday was one of the best on trail ever, and the weather looks to be the same for today, tomorrow at least. So looking forward to the hike. I'm gonna get a burden off our shoulders at the pre-shelter, confessing our trail sins, and apparently there's some juicy goss in the book, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. Gonna be a great day. See you guys up there. We've talked as a group and decided that we're gonna bail on the brewery today. So we're gonna push as close as we can to Waynesboro and get double time at Ming's Asian Buffet. Just got back from the priest shelter. We're leaving the priest shelter now, and confessed all of our trail sins. So if we die now, we'll die in a state of grace. So let's go find something stupid to do. The last day into Waynesboro, we've got a short 8.7, I guess, to Rockfish Gap, and then we're going to try and get to Sanimals and Ming's Asian Buffet and all of the other glorious parts of Waynesboro before we head into the Doas. We're going to be in Harper's Ferry on May 20th. Popeye's sister and brother, and I think that's it, are going to come visit. And so we're going to see them in Shenandoah. And then I think at Harper's Ferry we're all going to try and do the 4-state challenge. So a lot of fun stuff coming up. But right now I just need to vent, because I just met a guy yesterday that ticked me off. And I just wanted to give everyone a pro tip that when you meet someone for the first time, probably not a pro strat to tell them that they can't do what they think they're trying to do. Like, I told him I was going to do the PCT in the second half of the summer, and he like legitimately was trying to talk me out of it. Like, oh, I just don't think you can do it. And there's, there's forest fires, there's wildfires, there's snow. Where the Sierras are, they get snow. Do you have micro spikes and an ice axe? It's going to take a long time. It's a long trail. It's longer than the AT. And I just didn't I tried to explain to him how I'd actually done research and planned it out, and he just wasn't having it because he didn't think it could be done. Maybe just keep that to yourself. I'm gonna do it anyway, just spite him. What the hell's wrong with some people? Can't escape all the idiots out here. You sure can hike as far away from them as you can. This trail reminds me of my first through hike, because it wasn't right here, but a little bit up ahead. So right before the next shelter, I was in front of a group of 5, and we're all, you can see this is a pretty cruisy section. This is going downhill. It's kind of rocky, so I'm not gonna try and run it. But we were trotting down a little bit further ahead where it gets a little bit smoother, and my toe caught a rock, and I just absolutely scorpioned on the trail, kicked the back of my head, face planted, and skid for 2 or 3 yards. Didn't get hurt, and the only thing that happened was my phone fell out of my hip belt pocket. But what happens when you're trying to go too fast on the trail? I am pretty good at running downhill though, so you gotta make mistakes every once in a while to get better. All right, I'm gonna stop rambling and see you guys at Rockfish Gap. All right, everybody. We are about 1.5 miles away from Rockfish Gap and getting into the Doas, which will be next week's video. And really happy you guys came along. I had a great time in this section. I'd say started out pretty awful with a thunder or hailstorm and that freezing temperatures, but oh, the difference a hostel can make. So happy to be getting into Waynesboro after what has been like one of the most beautiful stretches of weather to go on the trail and hike with. But again, appreciate you guys coming along. Please drop any comments or questions you have in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.